Alright everybody, welcome back. Hope you guys had a good week. I know I did. First things first, I just want to say brand new location. As you guys can see, the window right in front of me is literally not facing me. I made this like little corner that I'm in into like a whole like business corner. I don't know, I just made it into like my little corner where I could just come down, not even come down, where I could just literally come here, focus, look out the window, pretending it's my dream like thing of what I want to see in the future, of where I'm gonna be in the future. But I mean, yeah, I just like this. I have like my little to do stuff that I have over here that I really that I get done. And then I have the back against the wall, and then the sunlight reflecting should give honestly like really good sunlight, like really good like natural light. Look at this. And I shaved too, or I kind of messed up on my mustache, so I might have to go like fix it. But overall, I'm a handsome person, bro. I don't know what to say. But first things first. Today is a recap of how I make nothing, like literally $0. Like I went break even. First trade was literally a trade I didn't even mean to get into, so I exited that literally. I freaking closed down my position ASAP. Lost like couple dollars, but I'm not really counting that. Rest of the second trade break even. What I originally wanted to see didn't happen, so today should have been a no trading day. Overall, break even. I didn't make anything. I didn't lose anything, so I'm not really tripping. So let's talk about it. Today, coming into today, I honestly wanted shorts. I'm gonna be so honest with you guys. I honestly wanted shorts. I'm gonna explain why I wanted shorts. We are coming off of two volatile days, for starters. Let's just talk about the like past 2 days. Very volatile, extreme news. Today was a no news Monday. Today I was honestly expecting news to be, I mean not news, price to be like slow and choppy. Um, and at least have like some type of trend, but obviously we didn't have that. So instead, today I honestly wanted shorts. Looking at London session, we did nothing besides continue to trend from Asia session. So we honestly just manipulated to these highs. I honestly wanted to see a New York session reversal, especially because we had an untapped hourly low right here. I mean hourly for value gap, and on top of that we also had a gap. I mean not a gap. We also had a low right here. This gap right here got invalidated, and we also had this other high time frame gap right here that I wanted to see. From there, I wanted to see price to honestly sweep out this low on Nasdaq because we were like really close to that on market open on Nasdaq, and then I wanted to see a high time frame SMT, like 5 minute time frame SMT, get like put in while a 1 minute SMT, so we could have a rotation downwards. That's what I thought this day was going to be, because literally I wanted a relief, but to be honest, we already had a massive crash, so I would totally understand why today would is bullish. Like if you look at the high time frame, like we're just respecting like bullish order flow and everything. But just I honestly wanted shorts just because of this unfilled, this low, and because we swept this, and ES was honestly lagging for a bit, and I thought we were gonna put a high time frame SMC. I wanted to see a New York reversal, but it makes on the higher time frame it makes a lot more sense why today is long, so that is why I had to adapt to what happened. Anyways, coming in the market open, as you guys can see, we had so many unfilled gaps. So, like this, like it honestly should be common sense what we had. Not common sense, but we ended up having all these gaps right here. On top of that, I honestly wanted to see an SMT get put in at least somewhere, maybe within this gap. That would have been like even more high probability. Um, Cause before I have any really good trade, it always starts with either a 5 minute PD rate tap in, or an SMT, a prominent SMT, and we did not get that, as you guys can see. We ended up just coming up higher and higher. My first trade honestly fucked me by like a lot. I set a limit order and I forgot to exit it out, which ended up causing me losing like a couple dollars, like 0.01%, which is like I think like $90, $90 to $100, but I'm not really tripping. That's really nothing. So I'm honestly counting that as a break even. Um, Main reason for this was because I thought we had an SMT. Excuse me. No. Actually, no. This wasn't the SMT. Actually, we didn't have an SMT. However, we did have our 1 minute change of state from here, and we also inversed this gap. But first thing, I always look for an SMT before I even look for like the rest of these things. But however, it was looking pretty prominent until ES came down and made this SMT into a 5 minute gap, and that is exactly what Nasdaq did. We weren't in a 5 minute gap on this, but we were in a 5 minute on ES, which ended up creating us this SMT. From there, I got tagged in on an accident. I lost like a couple bread, so I literally exited my position. I was like, damn, that's unfortunate. Then I entered literally right after again because I saw that we put in this SMT right here within this low. Our change of state would be right here again, but I wasn't really counting that. I was just going to enter off of an imbalance or an inversion, and I literally entered off the inversion. Not the first one, but the second one. As you can see, I entered off the inversion, and then, excuse me. And then from there, I was honestly targeting. This was literally my entry. As you guys can see, my stop was above this body low because I didn't see price coming back down here. I was not gonna put it all the way at this low, although it would have been like the most secure. I just didn't like it personally. I didn't like the RR on this one. 2 to 1 was already like perfectly fine. But I was in the trade. I ended up going break even after we put in this SMT. After we put in this bearish SMT, as you can see, price is literally like still respecting. Well, at least on Nasdaq. We ended up putting an SMT right. Okay, we ended up putting an SMT right here. Where you at? Where you at? This was like before I got ran through. Obviously, we ended up putting in this internal SMT right here, and then from there, I was like, you know what? I'm going break even. Because like if I see an opposing SMT, I'm not gonna get screwed over, especially after like accidentally screwing myself over already once. So I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna do this. Went break even. Got stopped out break even literally like seconds later after the SMT got put in. As you can see, it was really a 5 minute retrace to wherever. We just tabbed back into this gap, and then from there we were just continuing to just chop all around. Um, so for that break even trade, I was honestly looking for one more trade because I'm not counting that first one because I just fucked myself over on that one, and I wouldn't really count it as over trading because this one wasn't with purpose. This was just an accidental. Oh snap! I forgot to literally cancel my limit order because of the SMT. Um, this one right here, I was honestly really not really satisfied. I was honestly set to go to do one more trade if price were to like clean up its slop or chop whatever literally here. However, as you guys can see, we did not do that at all whatsoever. Price is just chopping around. My guess, there's has to be like we're just surrounded by like high resistance liquidity somewhere. Especially if we're not inversing this gap. We have not inversed this gap yet. I still want a rotation downwards. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Like we still have so many unfilleds. On top of that, hourly. I don't think we'll reach. I don't know if we'll reach the hourly, but we still have so many unfills that I just want to see a rotation downwards. Um, but now we're just chopping like insanely. Um, but yeah, I was honestly willing to take one more trade. Then my time limit hit. I usually wait till 11, but 10:35 I didn't have anything. Actually no, I lied. Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Right. Where you at? Oh yeah, right here. We ended up having our change in state again right here. Technically our original change of state would be right here, but I was honestly counting this and this as well. We ended up creating an inversion gap, and I want to see this gap get filled, and then a sweep of the low, and then we continue on lower. We did not get that. We ended up inversing this gap, which ended up me saying, okay, you know what? I'm done for the day. Already what I wanted from the beginning, already like nothing already appeared, and now we're just consolidating. So like, I'm not gonna risk myself. I'm not gonna put any more risk on the table for I don't know for me to get cooked up in some chop when that could just be easily avoided by just saying, you know what, I'm done. So that's pretty much it. I'm done. This trade recap is probably gonna be quick as hell. It's 8 minutes. Damn. It's 9 minutes, but this trade recap is gonna be quick as hell because literally I made nothing. I lost nothing. The money that I lost, I'm not really counting because it's just a little bit. So I pretty much did not. I pretty much was neutral for the day. GG's. What I really wanted to see, I wanted shorts. We didn't get that. Hopefully we do get shorts later on in PM session, but I probably will never. I probably will not trade PM session. But I mean that's pretty much it. Hope you guys are rocking with the new background. This looks so tough, and the sunlight is tough as well. But other than that, I will see you guys literally tomorrow or later if I take a trade. I love you guys. I'm out. Peace.